Good morning, everybody. So we're in a new house. They're moving out, selling it, and just getting it all spruced up. So I'll be able to do some more camera stuff and hopefully show you some detailed work. Let's take a little tour of what we got to do. So the movers did that. So we get to invoice that separately. We got some more wall patching and whatnots down here. This room's gonna be painted. Light blue is so 90s. I actually had a bedroom that was light blue. So first we gotta patch that guy up, prep, and then paint. They got the paint, which is nice. Got a closet that needs a little mold mitigation. Right down there. Cut a chunk out of there. Patch that guy up. Let's see here, what else? We got this to redo. And bang those out of there. That'll be fun. And then upstairs. All right, I got my piece. Stud. I wanted at least a little bit on the stud, but I want to get it down here. A little bit above there. That looks like it should work. And then I'll just trace what I already cut. There's going to be a little gappy up there. We'll try to squeeze it in a little more. So I like to cut with the knife first just to give it a little track, and then I'll use the multi-tool chomp on through there. Blade is a little dull, and my replacements, I keep on losing the pack that I bought. Somewhere, it just likes to jump around. Alright, let's bust out these little guys. Yes, get one. Forgot to bring my tarp because I'm not painting quite yet. So I'm just going to use this to catch some of the dust. board in there. I didn't really get it on the stud though. That's the nails right on the edge. But it'll work. Alright, I got a couple screws just started in place. Let's get this backing going. About there. About there. Let's see if that should work. You're going to want them in the wall a little bit because we're going to mud over them. Now the mud will go in there. You want to see the holes. Up a little bit. Let's see if that works. Yeah, she bit. They're in there. Sure we won't be able to see the screws. And which way did I do it? And this is the wrong thickness. They got not 1/2 inch on their walls. Alright, so we gotta get a different thickness. Alright, let's try this again. I had a spare piece in my garage and I live close by. This one fits more flush. So, tack her in there. There, and I'll clean this up so there's not all these frays and whatnot, and then we'll just mud it. Gotta get this off. We'll be just kind of skim coating. Want that out of there though. Alright, got her all cleaned up. Just using some regular old all-purpose compound. I backfill it, so I'll put a little bit in now, and then I'll come back and give it kind of a big old coat to sand down and make even. These little guys. I don't gotta worry too much in this house because they're gonna redo the carpet, which is nice. So these are like bubble and crack, and come back later and smudge some more in there. get started on the moldy one, come back and see what I'm gonna do here. This is just a preliminary, fill in the cracks. So yeah, we'll see what that does. Give her another little coat later. So this was the moldy corner. And for this one, the thick sheetrock is gonna work. And here's a good example of why you wanna claw. I'm cleaning it up through here. Got a nail all tucked in there. And that would have been pretty hard with a big old hammer. So I missed the board on this little guy right here. So you put in the boards. I can attach here, here, here. Keep it solid. I might even need to shave that guy down a little bit because it bows it out and makes it look like crap. But easy way usually to get these guys you miss out, because it won't come out now. Just take your hand in there, get it going, it comes out. I'll just patch over that. But yeah, I think I need to, this one overhangs, it was bowing before. I think I want to trim that out of there a little bit. All right, we got a little chiseled out there. It's flush down here. Mark where the stud is, bam. I'll mark where the end of this is too. Pop our piece in. Let's see if it fits. I didn't really try yet. May require a little more finagling. Let's see here. It's holding me up on the bottom. No worries. Alright, it worked out pretty good. No huge noticeable bow. Didn't mess me up, break anything. Got a little gap right there, but that's why we backfill. I should probably tape it, but it's in the closet, so it's whatever. I just wanted that mold out of there. I'll probably put some mold primer on here after I'm done, when I start painting or whatever. So we're just gonna mutter up like we did last time. You know the rest. All right, first, before we get back to work, I'll continue the saga that is my life. I go back home for lunch, and oh god, this has got terrible acoustics in here. Anyways, I go back home for lunch, because, like I said, I'm working pretty close to home today, and little guy is doing awesome, talking, just full of joy again, like he always is. The little girl pukes. Now they both got sent home with strep. She had barely a sore throat for a day. And then just yesterday she started developing a little cough. And then today, right before she ate lunch, she threw up and just freaked out. And then she got in the tub and she was fine. Like, great, but at least I'm not home for this one. I had that meeting I talked about in the other episode this morning with their school. So I get a call, to recap, I get a call from the principal about a situation that happened a year ago. Apparently it was last October. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And so I go to this meeting, and it was, I said the wrong word. It got taken the wrong way. The lady filed a report, and it was of so little importance once it was reviewed that nobody even bothered talking to me. It just got brought to the attention to the principal, because Kai is switching from preschool to kindergarten, and he handles that. But oh my God, my one's out of molehills. You can't even talk to anybody anymore. Now I ramble and I'll talk shit and whatever, but come on. Anyways, that's settled, and yeah, new boundaries put up for, it was actually for my protection, because everybody's so damn sensitive now. And all I did was quote another teacher on what they were saying about public schools. It wasn't even my thing, and it was on the topic of what we were talking about. It's just ridiculous. People are getting really ridiculous, and everybody just hears what they want. It's really hard for me, because sometimes you can get gaslit. Like, did I really say that? But I have like very good conversation recollection, and like just dealing with people like, no, you said this. Like, no, I didn't. And then I'll repeat it word for word. And I'm like, are you just not, like, people are listening at like my 5-year-old. In fact, my 5-year-old listens better than most adults these days. It's ridiculous. What else? So I get home, and the wife's like, yeah, Jaja just snuck out and started driving. A recap on that. Jaja had knee surgery, and she's old. She's at retirement age, but she likes to milk things. She's so extra, it's ridiculous. It's like an extreme version. And she's old, so she deserves a little extra attention. I don't have no problem with that. But this woman was going to try to get room service for a month straight. And even yesterday, she had her sister come over with her niece and like cook her a meal. Not like we haven't been checking on her and bringing her food and all sorts of stuff. And it's not like she can't walk to her own special kitchen she has in her portion of the house and have tons of leftovers to warm up or anything. She made them come all the way over, fix her something up, and all this, woe is me, oh. She loves talking shit about my wife and I and whatever. She's like, they don't take care of me and all this stuff. And I'm like, we're the only ones really taking care of you. Except for the surgery, she had the whole community coming over. It was a party. Like, she had relatives spending the night and all this stuff, and just a lot of attention. But yeah, today she snuck out and decided to go for a drive alone. The woman can't even walk upstairs yet. Barely walk up the back hill, which is the way she takes to get out into the front yard. And she decides to jump in her ride and drive somewhere and do God knows what. Doesn't tell anybody where she's going just in case she falls or anything like that. Just ups and goes, doesn't tell anybody or nothing. What a trip. Anyways, let's get to work. So we got carpet coming in. They want this one done and the one in the main entry, the couple of tiles. That can wait probably till after flooring. But this and then the walls and paint and stuff I'm doing, they want that done before new carpet comes in. And they have a bunch of leftover tiles. I'm trying to save them some money, so we're going to try to see if we can make something work. This is the color that's already down there, but there's no matching for the big ones. Like, I would need 4 of them. I'm sure these are the ones right here. So I gotta try to figure out a way to make something work here with old parts. So we'll see how that goes. But first I gotta determine if I want to keep that border in there, which I would kind of like to. Maybe just kind of get a little extra grout on there. Which if I can just get these little chunks out, that would be nice. So we're gonna shoot for that first. Give her a little grind with a tool and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll take my grinder to it. That might work. And we gotta clean it all up and smack some more down on there. I'll clean it up first. So I just took the grinder, cut out the pieces. I want to save this border if I can. It'd just be a good template and less work. So I'm just trying to get this area cleaned up and square. So I grinded my line so it doesn't affect that part. And we just pound it. Bam. This is going to be really uneven, so find a way to smooth that out. But this is just so it didn't look like it did before. This isn't going to be your perfection one either. Excuse me. Alright, that's a good enough. I just use the grinder with the ceramic saw blade. Cut it. I mean, I had to take the back of my hammer and chip out enough just to get a somewhat level where they meet. I'll just run it thin. And bam, I already have my outline. I'll just drop some mortar down. And I'm going to clean these guys out just a little bit with this little guy. And then I switch the blade. It's kind of a sanding blade. There it is. I'll pop that on there. So then when I grout, I'll get a little layer on here and it'll match all through there because grout gets dirty. All right, we're gonna wait on them tiles. And these guys painted this room a few times. At one point it was orange. They did a pretty crappy job. So I'm gonna slap some white on there, even if it's a little off. It's better than orange popping through. I got some nails. On the little nail holes, because I had a little streamer going around this whole thing, one of them little light things. But on them nail holes, you can use spackle. You don't need to use compound. Spackle's for smaller stuff. So everybody kind of thinks painting's just, oh yeah, go in there and whatever, tape it off and paint. But all this stuff needs to be coming off. Take them all off unless you're going to paint over them. Wipe everything down. Got to take care of junk like that. All these. Bam. Even that vent. And that junk. I don't even know what color they got for it. But I might leave that. I might scrape off a little bit. You don't want to get in the wood too much though. We'll see. All right, you see those indents? See, it sucks in a little bit when it dries up, even in that crack. So now I'm gonna skim coat over it and give it a little thickness so I can just sand it down. It'll be smooth like brand new.